You know the popular phrase, be the energy you want to attract. Well, in this video, we're going to be talking all about how to be like money. On this channel, I talk a lot about the power of being and changing really who you are and your identity and your self-concept and putting yourself in alignment with the things you want to do and the experiences you want to have. This is the first time I've ever talked about this in relationship to a specific kind of an object or a thing, but I thought it would be fun to do that. And the reality is, you may be saying, hey Mark, that's a little far out there. But the reality is, we can adopt or embody any idea that we want. And I'm going to share a story with you here in just a minute. Something that I witnessed in an Aikido class years ago, and it made a profound impact on me. I'm going to share that with you very shortly. And to illustrate how you can be something that is not really even human, or not maybe even alive in the sense that, you know, human beings are, but being like money, as you know, law of attraction. When you are like something, you're going to attract the same things that thing attracts, right? Like attracts like. And so why not be like money, right? And we'll dive into that here shortly in the video. But let me tell you this story here. So years ago, I was practicing Aikido under Alejandro Anastasio Sensei. He's been on the podcast a number of times. I've done other videos with him. We're very close. I think he's a phenomenal human being, just an extraordinary person. I'll link some videos down below so you can check out his stuff, but he's phenomenal. So he ran Three Shapes Aikido dojo in Boise for many years. Made a huge impact in the community. People loved him. He was just amazing. One of the high-level Aikido practitioners, Robert Nadeau Sensei, who is huge in the Aikido community, came to give a seminar at the dojo. He was always bringing in awesome people to give seminars. I mean, he really did a lot for the Aikido community in Boise and globally, right? He's still plugged into the Aikido community. So Robert Nadeau Sensei comes to the dojo, and Robert Nadeau Sensei has, in addition to being a high-level Aikido practitioner, I mean, I don't know whether he's 6th, 7th degree black belt. He actually studied under O-sensei, the founder of Aikido. So the guy is legit. Let's just say that. In addition to knowing the techniques and a lot about Aikido, he also really had mastered the energetic side of Aikido. And when we're talking about being like energy, this is an apt story to share this idea with you, and then we're going to talk about the money thing. So he did this demonstration where he had two students come to the center of the mat. And one of the students, he said, okay, here's the thing. Lay down on the mat, and the other student, he asked them to pull, by the arm to pull them around. And they did that a little bit. I mean, it wasn't easy, right? These were two younger students. It wasn't easy, but that the person standing could pull the person laying down around. And then he said to the person laying on the ground, now imagine yourself as a deep, cool, high mountain lake. Very heavy, very deep, very still. Embody that idea, right? Embody that idea. That was a key phrase that he used throughout the seminar. Embody, right? Embody the energy. So he asked this student laying on the ground to embody the energy of a deep, still, very heavy, very cool mountain lake. And then he asked the person standing to pull their arm again. It gives me chills to even think about it to this day. It was phenomenal, the change in her body, the person that was laying down. When she pulled, it was visibly difficult for her to move her, right? Visibly different. The energy had changed, right? That's an illustration of how we can embody an idea. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. When we're talking about money, we want to attract money, right? Money helps us in many areas of our lives. Money does a lot of things for us, and we're going to talk about how to be like money. So in my book, Just Be It, The Secret to Having What You Want in Life, I talk about this, right? We get to choose what ideas we embody. And any idea we can take into our consciousness and say, okay, I'm going to be this way. So let's talk about how to be like money. What you do is you go, okay, how is money? What are the qualities of money, right? And I'm going to kind of go kind of open free form with this. I will clean these ideas up and put them in the description of this video down below if you want to capture them. But we're just going to kind of talk about money for a minute. So I guess first off, you could say that money is valuable. And we all know that, right? People value money. I value money. You value money. So if you want to be like money, you could be more valuable. If you want to go a little further, you could say that money is a resource, right? So people use money as a resource. You could be a resource to people, right? Again, you're being like money. Let's think about this here for a moment. And I should say, sometimes when we're talking about how to be like something, we look at the fruits of that thing or what that thing does, right? So it helps us identify how that is. So money solves problems, right? Money solves problems. So if you want to be like money, you could be a problem solver, right? Money is a solution to problems. You could be a solution for people, right? People need things. People want things. And if you fill that need or fill those wants, you're acting like money. And of course, money is then going to come to you, right? Let's see if we could dive a little deeper here. It is somewhat challenging when you're talking about an inanimate object, you know, a piece of paper that, granted, has inherent qualities, but still, let's see if we can get a little better handle on this. So money is a tool, right? A tool doesn't care who uses it. It could buy something good or it could buy something bad. So maybe if you're going to be more like money, this could go down a wrong road real quick here. We could not judge what we do so much, right? We could not put labels on. Human beings are huge to label, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Well, money doesn't care. See, money will do anything. It's indifferent. So it could be said that, you know, maybe we could judge less about what we do, right? I mean, it could be like, okay, well, I don't want to do that job, but I'll do this job, or I don't want to do this job, I'll do that job. We could be a little less judgmental, a little more open and receptive to just being used by other people and allowing other people to use us as a resource, as a solution, as a value-adding component to their lives, right? So we could say, because look at it this way, bad people do stuff with money, good people do stuff with money. So if we wanted to adopt a little more of that quality, obviously we're not going to do bad things, but we could be a little less judgmental as to what we do for money, right? It could be thing. That may be a stretch, but let's see if we can get one more before I wrap up the video. So money is, you know, money circulates. Money gets out there and goes and does a lot of things, right? Money just doesn't do one thing. Money can be used over and over again. And so we could regenerate ourselves like money does, right? We can always arrive. I mean, this $100 bill could be spent hundreds of times. So if we wanted to adopt the quality of money and be like money, we could always be in circulation. We could always be in motion, right? We could always be more service to more people more often. That could be a quality of money. But you get the idea. Maybe you can come up with some on your own. If you do, I'd love to have you share them in the comment section down below. Hopefully that gives you, you know, a little bit of a list. Again, I'll clean this list up, just kind of brainstorming here in this video, how to be like money. But if you want to know more and learn more about the power of being, I find it to be the foundational principle for human beings. I mean, you're a human being. The power of being is your superpower. And I want to invite you to go check out justbeitbook.com. That's the book that I wrote to share this principle, this idea with you. There's a bunch of resources and tools and exercises and practices in there, along with probably $100 worth of bonus content. And that is videos and the MP3 audio version. You don't even have to read the book. I've read the book and put it in audio version. It's unabridged, so it's the full book, and a bunch of tools and resources and things that I think will be helpful to you on your journey to help you put the idea into practice, because I realize it's somewhat of a foreign idea. You know, when you talk about, okay, the power of being? How do you be something? How do you change your self-concept? Well, there are specific ways that you do that. It's like anything in life. If you put the time and focused attention in, and you make a conscious decision to be a certain way, you will be that way, right? You will change your consciousness and you will change your energetic signature. It's just that simple. So all that information is at justbeitbook.com. There's a link in the description below this video. Like I say, there's a bunch of stuff on that website in addition to the book, which is either available in Kindle or PDF format. There are 2 free resources on that website. One of them is The Power of Being. It looks like this. It's a downloadable PDF, and in that are a bunch of stories of successful people who have reinvented themselves, discovered the power of being to change who they are, change what they do, and ultimately change their life circumstances, their experiences, and attract things into their lives. I find it would be super inspiring. That's a free PDF. And also there is the Human Beings Manifesto, which is a 1-page document, 8.5 by 11, that's really inspirational, motivational, reminding you about the power that you have. No other creature on earth has the ability to say, you know what, I'm going to embody this idea. I'm going to be this way. And they can make a decision. No other creature has that ability to do that. We are the only ones who can do that, human beings. It's an awesome power, and maybe it can help, well, not maybe, it can help you achieve your goals and dreams. Maybe you're not using it to the extent that you could be using it. I find most people are focused in the physical realm. They're focused on action, they're focused on doing, and they leave a lot of leverage on the table when they don't take a few moments and say, you know what, who do I want to be to show up in this moment? Who do I want to be to show up in this video, right? One of the things that I do is I have a process that I go through to make sure that I'm in the right state of being before every video, before every important event, right? It's a checklist of sorts. It just takes a few minutes, maybe even less than that, but it puts you in the proper state of mind to do your best work so that you can have the best result that you can get, right? So check all those resources out, justbeitbook.com, and I hope this video has helped you to be a little bit more like money, because when you're like money, you're going to attract money, right? Like attracts like. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you got any value out of it, please give me a thumbs up. That would be super awesome. Consider subscribing for more content like this, helping you be a more conscious creator. Until next time, I wish you all the best, health, wealth, and success. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day.